time.
Don't let me interrupt.
See, the problem is, point of effort is for you to cut the music out right where Chris says, "Don't let me interrupt," and we'll start from there.
Okay.
What? I think it's funny. This is my life. Alright, so welcome to the Northern Knits Podcast. We are two sisters in fiber coming to you from Diana's location in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada today. Today is the 11th of November, which means it's Remembrance Day today. So we are recording on a Sunday afternoon. Jocelyn fresh from Remembrance Day ceremonies and Diana fresh from coffee making.
Woo! Coffee, 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 coffee.
Oh, we did coffee.
Coffee, coffee, coffee. Okay, I'm done.
You sure?
Yeah.
I need more than one cup before I'm that excited. Oh my god. Well, this week Diana's going to let you know what we're going to cover, and we'll see if we can be even remotely as concise as we were last week, because we were under an hour.
Whoa, really?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I mean,
I didn't look at how long we actually took last week.
with Babel we were a bit more, but we weren't like an hour and 40 minutes before I started editing.
It's not bad. It's not
So I consider that a really fast podcast.
So this week we've got some What's in Our Cup, cool threads, woolly workings, yarn on the go, wool gathering, and events, which actually contains less segments than usual, so if we don't babble too much, this should be pretty short, which would be weird.
My cup's broken.
Oh no. Start over. We have to make more coffee.
Oh man. Dinosaur mug, you failed me. Alright. Well, let's start with what's in our cup, and you can tell people what I was drinking.
We were both drinking some Second Cup holiday blend that you actually got me like
Last year.
that's been in my freezer that I finally unthawed.
Oh,
I finally got to it. Well, because you got me like 2 things of coffee that I finally got through, so this is the last bag of coffee you got me last Christmas.
They sold them in sets of 2. What do you want?
So, Second Cup holiday blend, and it's pretty good. It's coffee.
It's coffee?
It's coffee.
That's a good way of looking at it. Well, stores and locations and stuff in Canada are closed till, what, 1 p.m. on Remembrance Day?
If they open at all, yeah.
If they open at all. A lot of people opt to close for the whole day, which I certainly understand and can appreciate. So I wasn't sure where I was going to get my caffeine fix because I slept in this morning, so I ran out of the house like that person who's cleaning because their mother's coming home and there's that dance of the bumblebees going on in the background. Gotta go! I ran out the door without putting on any eyeliner. And I'm pretty good about making sure I have at least eyeliner on before I leave the house.
Lack of eyeliner, heresy, she says, having not worn eyeliner in months.
Makeup artist. Makeup artist. This one. Right here.
My thing's mascara. Gotta have
That's
mascara.
right. Mine's eyeliner.
I figure I've already got these big thick rimmed glasses. I don't really need eyeliner too.
I don't have thick rimmed glasses.
Yeah.
So the eyeliner helps me a bit, but that's okay. Nobody's going to die if I am not wearing eyeliner.
You're wrong.
Somebody's died. I'm so sorry. I misspoke. Oh, it's a beautiful -7 to -5 degrees Celsius today. So there were a lot of people. I go to the outdoor ceremonies if I can, if it's not like -20 degrees Celsius. Some Novembers we've had really cold Novembers with wind chills.
Yeah.
I've gone to the RBC Convention Center for those for those ceremonies because sometimes I'm like, no, I'm not doing the outdoors for that long. And it's not bad if you're walking, but if you're standing and waiting,
Yeah.
it can get a little chilly. So
Yeah.
I was at one of the legions today, artillery legions, and they did an outside ceremony. So that was very enjoyable. There was a lot of people. So
I'm always very amused and scared every year by the, they actually set off cannons at the ledge.
yes, they do.
Just like firing blanks, but I'm always like, what was that sound? It sounded like a cannon.
'Cause it
Oh
wasn't-
right, it's 11 o'clock.
It is a cannon.
Every year.
I've gone to the
Happens
ledge ones
every
too.
year.
The ledge ones are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Emma went once here, one of my girlfriends from university. So I ran into an old buddy from Brandon. I haven't seen him in well over a decade. So either I'm not aging or I'm doing it so slowly, and then I've always had the same hair. Like one of the two is happening to me. I don't change my glasses very often either, so something's giving me away. Definitely changed my winter coat though, because I didn't wear a white winter coat when I lived in Brandon. I wore a black double-breasted wool coat. I now wear a white double-breasted wool coat.
Yeah, same style then.
Yes, it's the same style.
I think you should go with the "You're Not Aging."
Yeah,
I think that sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna opt for that. I'm not aging.
I like it. Keep it up.
I get recognized from people I graduated high school with. I really can't be aging that much if they're recognizing me. Ooh, it'll be my 20-year high school reunion in 2021, which is not that far away, since we're almost at 2019.
This is true.
Oh my god.
Well, keep up the good work then.
Sure, I'm not doing a darn thing, it's all genetics. Like, I'm putting effort into that.
We were supposed to be talking about cool threads.
Technically, we're supposed to be talking about knitting, because that's what we are, but sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what knitting have we been wearing this week? That's talking about knitting.
It is. Just the coffee shop shawl for me, and my cocoon cardigan, which I just put on when I'm sitting in front of the computer.
Nice. Had my usual hats and socks, the Rivers wrap, which is on the chair behind me. Still my favorite scarf, and it was cold at work this week, so the Wonder Woman that I keep on the back of my chair got some wear.
Ooh. I was going to wear my Freya shawl today, but Phaedra laid down, stretched out all on the length of it, and started to have a nap this morning, and I really just didn't have time to fight with her about it.
Not going to win that fight.
Not when I was technically running just about on time for my bus, which is dangerous to do for my bus.
Yeah, that's a finicky bus.
Yeah, it is a finicky bus. So
suburban buses are finicky.
That's one way of phrasing it.
Yeah,
it's the polite way of phrasing it?
The polite way, yeah.
Hey, I got to stare. They changed up the poster signage on the bus stop, like the bus shelter.
Oh, yeah?
Now it's telling me I need to get online to register to organ donate.
Oh, okay.
I've already done that.
I'm not sure, but I think I probably haven't done that. I should do that.
It's a good thing to do.
I should do that. I believe you can also sign the back of your provincial health card.
Can you still do that? I don't know if you can still do that anymore, if we've moved fully automated over for that one.
I don't know. Okay, I'm being told from behind camera that yes, you can do that. The husband is painting minis. Maybe I'll stick in a picture or something.
Of miniatures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be our episode title this week.
Sure. I mean, last week was
Pictures of miniature husbands.
Pictures of miniature husbands.
Pictures of
There's our episode title. Don't text me this week. You have it.
I just got my new health card in the mail the other day and still had the organ donor sign this bit attached to it.
I don't trust my health card because, again, remember I moved from Brandon to Winnipeg and they declared me dead when I put in my change of address form.
I don't think I did know that.
First 2 years I lived in Winnipeg. Winnipeg thought I was dead because I tried to change my health card.
Probably just because you're dead to Brandon.
Something always goes wrong when I move. That's the first time I've been declared dead.
Hopefully the only time.
Well, until I'm actually dead. Then it's okay to declare me dead.
Watch, when you actually die, it'll be this huge thing to actually get you declared dead.
Oh god, probably. I feel so sorry for whoever has to argue with them about that. Oh man, that'd be so bad. It's always something. I remember when I moved within Brandon, Manitoba Hydro misplaced me for 6 months. I had to go every month down to the hydro building to get my hydro bill. And every month I had to refill out the exact same form to get my...
Once more with feeling. Batteries and full cards and all things that I should have checked before we started. We're good now.
We had all morning.
We're good now. Yeah, I did.
You think?
Quiet in the peanut gallery. Okay, let's try Woolly Workings again, now that the card is not full.
And you're the tech person.
I just forgot to check stuff. Just saying. Okay, so I'll say the thing about the flax again. I have 2 things this week because I haven't had the heart to rip out the collar of my flax pullover because I knitted on the wrong size needle. And it's totally the sweater's fault and totally not my fault. And yeah, so there's no flax this week.
I made myself a poppy. I was looking at Google Saturday night and they had a free pattern for a little poppy. I don't have a button for the middle for it yet, so I just have the outside flower piece, but it is a free pattern, so I will make sure to get Diana the links so she can link them in the show notes. As she has reminded me, we're supposed to self-promote more, so please go check out www.northernknitspodcast.com. Diana works hard on those show notes, guys.
Also linked down there,
in the description
there
box.
We go, down there.
Doobly-doo below.
The doobly-doo below. It's totally not over there anymore.
No.
Oh, because it was definitely on that side.
You're the one who can see the camera, I don't know. Point down.
But it's down there right now.
It's in the description box below. I don't put iCards in, so there's nothing above us. And I generally don't put text in anymore, so we don't have things floating across the middle of our face. So it's just stuff down below. And I'm gesturing randomly.
Yep.
Alright, I have 4 things in total. Shall I continue on with another one?
Yes, let us do your things, for you have more things, as per usual.
Should this shock us how?
It should not, and it's good that one of us actually has, you know, things to show off.
I try to bring you variety, guys. Ooh La Lana Designs is a knitting blogger, and again, not via Google, but through Facebook, as a part of a close to knitting group that I am a member of, which is the Fiber Friends Friday Night Knit In. That's a lot of words. It's 3 friends out in Ontario who we watch as a podcasting group, and I watch. They are delightful. Louise hosts a weekly Friday knit-in where she gets on Facebook Live and she chats with everybody. So it's delightful. One of the conversations, 2 weeks ago now? Before the 1st of November, we were discussing maybe doing a Christmas craft-along. Knitting, crocheting, whatever it is you wanted to do. One of the ladies posted a link for the 12 blocks of Xmas. Well, it's a knit along, so guess what Jocelyn did? Jocelyn joined up, because that's what Jocelyn does. Do I always finish these things? No. Do I worry about it? No. Do I have fun while I'm doing it? Oh yeah. Technically, if you finish each one of these 10-inch by 10-inch squares, I'm one short because the last one just went up on the 8th of November and it's the 11th today, so I haven't knitted it yet. You will have basically a baby-sized blanket because it'll be like 3 by 4, right?
Yeah.
Because we'll have 12 squares when we're finished. I don't knit baby things. Not that I don't know people with children. I do. I know lots of people with small humans. That's cool. I don't knit baby things.
Fair enough.
The people I know that I would feel comfortable knitting baby things for are knitters. I feel like they're already knitting baby things.
Well, yeah.
So do they really need more? Probably not.
Always need more knitted things.
Yeah, I'm not big into baby knitting. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not the end of the world. I barely knitted for my niece when she was little. I'm far more excited to knit for her now that she's an almost 5'4" human.
Oh my goodness. She got tall.
She grew again. We were laughing. She's out at her dad's this weekend. Her dad isn't as tall as I am.
Oh man, she's got to be getting pretty close then.
She is, but her brothers are, her brother, who's her half-brother, is same dad, different mom, is already taller than his dad. He's about 2 years older.
Oh dear.
I'm like, oh, that boy's gonna finish over 6 feet. And we're like, yeah, probably. That's what we're guessing. Ooh. So he came up with Izzy's dad to pick up Isabella because her birthday was last weekend. So she spends the weekend after her dad's place out in Brandon. So they came in together to pick her up. So, God, that boy's gotten tall. I'm like, we're just about my height. I'm 5'10". He's not even 15. He's 14.
Oh yeah, he's still got a few years then.
He's still got a few years for boys, and they usually slow down about their early teens, and then they like really pack on the height, like what, between 16 and 21. They just do that last shoot up and then they're done. So like he could easily finish over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like, holy buddy, where'd that height come from?
Yeah.
Your mom's shorter than your dad.
Oof, latent gene.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So Sherry called me upstairs because she had to. This is Sherry's my sister. She had to show me how tall Isabella's half brother was getting. Really tall, but I was working on my second square, so I am 1 square behind because the 3rd block has been released. I haven't knitted it yet, and while I only brought them in the gray, I have done square 1 in a second color. I'm just trying to decide how many additional colors I want. So I think I have to go through my Afghan blankets and stuff at home and find a pattern that uses 10 by 10 inch square blocks for a blanket size that I would use and make sure I make that many blankets. So for the 12 blocks of Xmas, I will have at least 12 blocks done at the end of the knit along. And I've decided of the different finishing methods I'm going to use, I'm going to crochet it together.
Alright.
Because I like the look of the crocheted together.
Over a whip stitch or a mattress stitch?
Yeah,
or...
yeah, I just like the look of it better.
Alright.
So I'm going to do that. It also means that I can do it in 1 solid neutral color and just do nice little clean grid borders, so it'll have a nice cohesive look to it.
Yeah.
So I'm using mostly Bernat Premium. This should not shock you guys. Not because I wouldn't take care of an all-natural wool blanket, but because I believe in dryers.
All about the great laundry gods.
Listen, I already have to hang dry so much of my wardrobe.
Yeah.
And all of my shawls. I'm not hang drying the blanket. Cats sleep on it. Little people come over, and I like freshly laundered and dried blankets.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than freshly laundered or dried blankets and sheets. Nothing. So I gotta decide what size I'm going to make this out to, because I don't want baby blanket size, and continue to make additional squares. So I doubt the blanket will be done within the noodle long requirements, but at least the 12 squares will be done. So I might aim to have this wrapped up for January. So
nice.
Might be my big push. Obviously, I'm holding up 2 in a gray color.
Woo, gray color.
You guys, I know it's shocking. I also have some burgundy reds and some, I want to say tealy blues. It's a really deep blue. And without fail, some wonderful cream color as well. I might have to go buy additional random skeins of Bernat Premium yarn because they have no dye lot. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found most of the yarn for this out of my stash because I ended up scrapping a project earlier this year. So, do I know specifically what shades this are? No, because all of the ball bands are stored together.
It's gray.
It's gray, guys. I don't know for sure.
Is it the one that's medium gray heather, maybe?
It might be the medium gray heather. I'm not sure. But square one is triangles, and you can, well, you might not be able to see, but I mean, I have a hard time seeing it. But it's got a little triangle pattern in there. So they make little triangles.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah, so like that was really cute.
Hold it up kind of like here-ish in my work.
It's a 10-inch by 10-inch square, guys.
Oh, that's not bad. It's
roughly.
not bad.
And then, so number 2 is supposed to mimic the look of roof tiles. It's called roof tiles.
I can see that.
So, loved this one because there were rest rows. So even though the pattern repeat was 14 rows, 13 rows, keeps growing in my brain because I don't remember. And this is only an 8-row repeat. This one went faster.
Interesting.
Because I had all knit rows. So you can find that for free. We'll certainly link the blog because she's wonderful. I've never knit any of her stuff before, so I'm taking a huge leap of faith, and it's done entirely out of knits and pearls, so super beginner friendly.
Nice.
Straight needles. We used a 5mm to cast on and bind off so you have nice clean edges and that doesn't pull in too much, and a 4.5mm to do the actual body in a worsted weight. And again, there's only 3 blocks out. If you wanted to jump in, you still had time.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like, what's 3 blocks to catch up on? If you like knitting baby things and just want a baby blanket. More power to you if you do. I don't mind. It's not for me.
There we go. It's being difficult.
Is it being difficult?
Yeah.
I get to stop talking now.
All right, I'm going to talk now. So in the dragon fiber bag, oh dear.
Did you take your Skittles out finally?
I ate the Skittles finally, yeah.
Okay.
No, I was going, oh dear, because what is this yarn doing?
I don't know. You saw my sock yarn when I pulled it out of the ball earlier today.
Just disregard that. So, I realized I did not have a progress keeper in this bag, so I moved the little stitch marker that had been marking the front of my sock, now that I have fully established the pattern on the front, and by front I mean top of my sock.
Mm-hmm.
And now that is my progress keeper.
That works.
So I've got a solid inch of progress on my socks this week, which is pretty awesome, and I am loving how the stitch pattern is turning out.
It's a really good stitch pattern.
So it is columns of 4, so it's 2x2 rib, and then each column of the knit stitches is 4 knit stitches, and then 2 of this skip stitch, SKYP, which is slip 1, knit 1, yarn over, pass slipped stitch over.
The PSSO?
Yes. It abbreviates to skip, or maybe Skype, but I'm going to go with skip.
It's easier to say PSSO than it is to say past slip stitch over.
Past slipped. I think it's because of the alliteration. Anyway, it's coming up with this lovely alternating faux cable thing going on that I absolutely love.
Super cool.
And the great thing, if I can turn one of these inside out, is cables kind of feel weird on the inside on the top of your foot because they're kind of like all weird and bubbly on the inside.
Yes, they are.
This one is just straight 2x2 rib on the inside.
Oh, nice.
See, straight 2x2 ribs. So that will just feel lovely on the top of my foot. And I'm super excited for these socks. So this is a set of yarn from Mid Knit Cravings that I got at Knit City. The purple is Raisin the Bar. Thank you. I had like rainin in my head. I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with rain. It's Raisin the Bar. Yeah. And the speckle, which is a slightly off-white base with the same purple and some pink and acid green and like sky blue, is Dingledop, which I just love that name. Dingledop. And the bottom of the sock looks really nice with the speckle too. But I'm super, super pleased with this stitch pattern. That it was inspired by a pattern on Ravelry that was not actually posted anywhere, so I just extensively looked at the pictures and figured it out. Or figured out something that looks really, really close. So, yeah.
Make many notes on your Ravelry project page.
I should do that.
Which we are both atrocious for doing.
I have had update Ravelry project pages on my to-do list for a month.
Oh, so have I easily. Oh man.
So bad. I have wonderful pictures of stuff to post. Have I posted it yet? Have I sat down for like 10 minutes to upload some pictures to my project page? No, I haven't done that yet.
If she manages to get some of the stuff over to Facebook, I will totally go yoink and post them to the Instagram for everyone, but
yeah,
not till that happens.
Yeah. So yeah, socks. These are, when did I start these? October? I think these are October socks.
Yes, because we bought them at Knit City in September, so you could not have started them any earlier than that.
You're correct. So these are just flying right along, about halfway down the foot.
Yeah. God, I keep forgetting your feet are small.
Yeah. Well, I also like my socks to have like a really nice tight fit so they're not mushing around in my shoes.
These are slim fitted socks for me. Just have larger feet.
I like a nice 60 stitches around is a good number of stitches for me.
I'm 64. So not that many more.
Not that many more.
4 stitches more.
Yeah, and then the stitch pattern is like, well, it's a rib basically, so it's gonna like
you'll
stretch.
have some stretch, yeah.
I think the sun just came around or something because it just got brighter in here.
Sure.
Alright, cool. So that's my socks. I'm excited about them. And those are my socks.
Those are your socks?
Those are my socks.
That's it? We're done? We're good?
Yeah.
Alright, I am currently working on my Knock Your Witchy Socks Off socks. I did not move my stitch marker. It is technically 2 rows lower than it should be. It's fine.
Oh well.
This is an estimation on how much progress I make in a week anyway. So, I don't know. How much would you say that is?
Pretty close to an inch.
Yeah. It's not been my primary thing, so I'm doing this out of some Ginger Snap That yarn. It came in a kit, so we have our contrast Halloween orange toes. I'm going to try an afterthought heel with help from Diana. So right now I'm just working on knitting the foot of my sock. I don't know what it is about the trapezoid toe, but I really like a trapezoid toe.
I keep meaning to try like a star toe or what's like different toes. But I really like this toe. There's nothing wrong with this toe. I have no desire to change it.
This toe gives me enough space because the toe, like the first toe beside my big toe is actually longer than my big toe. My feet look funny in open-toed shoes, guys.
Don't everybody's?
No, because if your foot, like your big toe is your tallest toe, and then it sort of cascades down, it looks normal, but I go up and then down, which just looks weird to me. So, but I found the trapezoid toe just gives me a bit of extra. Mind you, I love pointy-toed shoes for that reason. It gives my toe beside my big toe just a little bit of extra room. Yeah. So, my primary base color, which is the Knock Your Witchy Socks Off colorway, is purples and whites and hints of green and orange. Am I missing any colors?
No, it's got all the nice witchy Halloween colors.
It looks like Hocus Pocus colors.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So I don't care that it's not Halloween. These are my Halloween socks, and I will proudly wear them at Christmas.
Absolutely.
Possibly Christmas Day, just to drive my grandmother crazy.
Do it.
Because my dad will think it's amazing. And I said who the yarn was by, I think, already.
Yes, you did.
So here's my cake. I have done 2 at a time toe up for a very long time now. And it is my all-time favorite way to make socks because, if we're honest, I only made one sock at a time. I would never go back to finish the second sock. I really wouldn't. It just wouldn't happen.
I understand. I don't have that problem. I'm doing mine 2 at a time because I have a set amount of yarn and I need my socks to be the same height.
Which is fair.
They don't have to be like perfect identical twins. If I'm doing self-striping yarn, they can stripe differently. That's fine.
I have one sock sitting at home that needs a counterpart. I'm never going back to knit that other counterpart. It's just not happening.
I have one lonely purple sock sitting in my pile half done over there. And it just needs a mate, and then I think it might become a Christmas present.
Cool beans. I'm gonna buy some patterns. I've been putting off buying the patterns till the latest release pattern came out. From the Cozy Up Knits, they just released their sister hats, which is 4 patterns in 1 for toques. So I'm gonna buy the patterns I want to now. Nice. I've been waiting for that one to come out. What?
Oh, is it my turn to talk about a thing again?
Yeah,
totally.
I've only got one left.
Okay, well I'm in the middle of the row, so that's not finishing anytime soon. So let me just stick some caps on my needles to prevent sadness, and then I'll talk about it. Okay, sadness averted. No, it's inside out. Hang on. I didn't think this through very well. Okay. Okay, so this is still the exploration station from that Cal that's over now.
I thought you said you weren't going to mention it anymore.
Yeah, well. So I made a pretty decent amount of progress this week. Let's get that closer so that you might actually see the cute little Shaun the Sheep stitch marker, which I absolutely love, this adorable little stitch marker that I got from Ginger Snap That in Knit City. So I'm on the Nothing But Knit section with my grey and my gold, and it is looking lovely, and I'm so excited to be done because these rows are so long.
You're not done yet. They're still increasing.
I know, but they're still not going to get to the 560 of the even star, so it's fine.
Yes.
It's good. It's all good. It's not 560 stitches of lace weight, so I'm still happy.
I gotta go buy some lace weight needles. It's the one thing stopping me from casting on my evening star. I don't currently own circulars of that size.
That would be a problem. So,
I put them on the wish list for Santa Claus.
Just quickly run down my colors here. The gold is naturally dyed with marigold, and the grey is naturally dyed with copper, both from Tog and Fell, a local Manitoba dyer. The dark green is Unseelie from Cloud9 Fiberworks here in the city. And the white with a purple speckle that you probably can't see, that separates each of these sections, is Weekend Thoughts from Cog Yarns in Saskatchewan. Oh wait, this section you can see the purple speckle, kinda, a little bit.
Sort of maybe?
Sort of maybe. Anyway, we're getting there. We're getting there.
You'll see it a lot when you're doing your last section.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to my edging because this stuff is going to look absolutely beautiful with the little lacy bits.
It looks so good.
I'm really excited. This entire thing, I planned out the colors a little bit because I thought the green and the gold would look really nice together with the sassy slips and which it does, although I kind of wish the green and the gold were reversed a little bit. So instead of, because right now it kind of looks like a gold background with green spots, and I kind of wish it was a green background with gold spots. But it's fine. But I really love the color combination for the brioche with the gray and the dark green, because the gray has a greenish tint to it. And so I'm so happy with how that came out. And so this whole thing has just been like, oh, I really love this color, it's looking so good. And then I do the next section, it's like, I'm not so sure about this anymore. And then I do the next section, like, oh no, that's perfect, it looks so good. So at this point, I'm just going to go, you know what, it's perfect, it's going to look amazing, and I just want to get it done.
So this is where we could make some sort of comment about women being indecisive and put it here.
No, just me.
Okay.
It's just me. It's not all women. Lots of women are perfectly decisive. It's just me. I'm undecisive.
Alright, as long as you're comfortable with this knowledge.
Oh yeah. No, I'm fine with it. It's all good. Alright. Oh yeah, that was the Exploration Station by Stephen West. Okay.
I want you to finish it up so we can wear them out for our birthday dinners, because then we can both wear our Stephen West shawls.
It'll definitely be done by then. I want to have it done for Christmas, because with all the green and the gold and the white, it looks Christmassy.
I don't think you're getting it done for Christmas. I've seen you with deadlines.
We can hope. We can hope. I've been working on it pretty well. We'll get there. Get there.
I see you working on it at Christmas.
I only have 2 more repeats of the Nothing But Knit, and then I'm on to the last chunk.
Sure.
And then, you know, the last chunk is large, and we'll see how that goes. See how that goes.
Yeah, you have like no free time.
Yeah, I know. I've signed up for more crazy too. But not till after Christmas. Not till after Christmas.
More crazy?
Yeah, it's not knitting related, so I'll talk about it later.
When are we going to find time to update our Patreon stuff and start doing a monthly knit-in, dear?
I don't know. When am I going to find time to start hosting programming Twitch streams again?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll work on it. I'll work on it.
I have made some significant progress on my goldfish memory shawl.
Ooh, pretty! I like the white on the stripey. That's super descriptive, the white on stripey.
It's so descriptive. People who are listening to us have no idea what's going on.
Is it secret sauce to tell me how you did that?
Well, I'll show you later because it's a paid-for pattern.
Okay.
So I'll tell you afterwards because I don't want to give away the secret sauce for the paid pattern.
Okay, no secret sauce, but that looks so cool.
It's on the bias shawl, so you can see we're starting to make our bias stripe.
Very nice, very nice.
So I'm really excited by that. I mean, obviously when I block it out, I'll sharpen up my corners and give it a good stretch because there's a lot of garter in here.
It looks so gorgeous.
But I've done section 1, section 2, section 3, and I'm on section 4. And in section 4, we add color 3. So I am using 3 skeins of yarn. The pink and the white are from Allie from Dye For You. The pink, I can now talk about in the shawl, is Don't Make Me Blush, which you can see here at the top. The white, which is in Light and Shadow. And then I'm using the last of my, I won this yarn last year at some point, from Knittable Fluxury Yarns, and it is a beautiful variegated red, which is coming together beautifully. It
works so well with the Don't Make Me Blush.
It's perfect. Am loving this Goldfish Memory Shawl by Casa de Pinca, because sections are never terribly long. It's about the time when I am absolutely sick of the stitch I'm doing, I'm changing stitches.
It's perfect.
So good for Jocelyn, because I
That's a very apt name for the shawl then.
It totally is. So I've been really enjoying it. I'm a little bit slower when I have to purl across the back row, and section 3 had a little bit more work in it because it does have this nice little loop stitch in some sections where the white is carried up a bit. But as you can see from my Jack Skellington stitch marker, I have definitely done more than 4 inches.
Yeah, I would say so. That's a lot of progress.
I spent a lot of time waiting for last week's video to export, people. This is when I work on the shawl.
It's the video editing shawl?
It's the video editing shawl. Well, once you get into a groove, it's fine. Like, I'm doing literally plain garter section right now for a number of repeats. So since I've got my base section set up, I just have to count, and I can read my knitting. So I just count how many bumps I'm up, then I know to go to the red again for a row.
Nice.
And then back to the pink, so I have to do this for a little bit, so.
We're getting dangerously close to 25 minutes.
Oh, boy. Well, it's a good thing I'm pretty much done talking. It lives in my Halloween bag.
From Sew Into Knitting?
Yeah, because it doesn't have a zipper closure. And the more I use the non-zipper closure, the more I love it. And the more I think I'm going to stay away from zippered closures.
Alright. We are on to some yarn on the go. I think you went more places this week.
I
have a boring life, apparently.
The house. I didn't go anywhere fancy. I just went to the knit nosh and I did some knitting there. No pictures, completely forgot. And
bad podcaster.
I took a Warhammer break on Thursday and went Warhammering with one of my ex-boyfriends. His wife let him have the day off work. He works for his wife, and she runs and owns a small company here in the city. So, because they've officially moved into the city and closed their out-of-city store. So, he had the Thursday off. Well, Thursday off, technically he was working Thursday morning till we got together and went and played. So I went and had a game of 40k Warhammer. And I did some knitting, he doesn't knit. I did some knitting. Not a ton, so I didn't worry about it. I was more focused on the Warhammer. So, not a bunch, but I did get out.
Cool.
And I got out today, but I was knitting on the bus.
I didn't go anywhere of particular interest, but all of my sock progress got done at the QSM at work this Friday.
Oh, sure.
Quarterly sales meeting. Sounds super fun, but actually at my company they do turn it into a big party. So like everybody stops working at noon, we have a pizza lunch, and then we have like the actual meeting part where everybody does the presentations and there's numbers and stuff, but it's all presented with a very sort of party flair to it, and there's like mini games in between the presentations, and like It's a big party.
If you're a new listener or watcher, Diana drank the company Kool-Aid and she drank it hard.
Okay, you know what?
Don't get me wrong. You work for a really good company, and I love that you enjoy your work. It's just so funny.
All this to say, we had a 3-hour meeting at work on Friday, and I knit my socks the entire time, and it was glorious.
Good.
It was a good day.
Good. I'm excited.
Also, this isn't Yarn on the Go, but I learned just now today that I can in fact now knit left-handed without looking, which I sort of can do. I'm doing it right now, in fact, so this is cool that I'm just about as good with my left hand now as I am with my right.
Good.
So this is a cool milestone that just happened right now.
Which is good, because you always end up teaching people how to knit, so it's good that you can do it right-handed or left-handed.
Yep.
It's a bonus. It's cool. She can even rescue my knitting, which is not something everybody can do.
Mirror knitter.
Yeah. I love my kind of knitting.
So complicated. I'm pretty sure I still mount your stitches the wrong way. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure I don't care.
That's good. I'm glad you're chill about that.
I give no farts. I could give fewer farts, I'm just not sure how. I can see it, it doesn't count.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Say I can knit without looking as I stare intently at it. That brings us on to wool gathering.
Just means we have to go to movies more often?
Yeah.
Where you've got really long rows.
Yeah.
There's some good movies coming out. We should go to the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously in 2019 we're going to go see the Lego movie.
Yes.
Obviously.
I sort of want to see the Nutcracker movie because it looks pretty.
So do I!
I've not heard great things about it.
I don't care!
But it looks pretty.
I can enjoy things on a superficial level and it's alright.
Yeah. So, maybe we can see the Nutcracker movie. That seems like a good Christmassy thing to do.
I enjoy superhero movies because they have very good looking men in spandex. I really don't want anything else.
Fair enough. I really enjoyed Pacific Rim because it had giant robots punching giant monsters in the face.
That is totally fair.
Sometimes that's all I want out of a movie.
Well, because I have the described audio, I always get the narrators describing things to me. That brings me a sense of perverse joy and delight because people choose the weirdest words. That's how I watched Wonder Woman. I had the described audio. Otherwise, I would not have seen any of that fight scene.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Lots of superhero movies are the dark, gritty reboot and everything looks dark and gritty.
Whatever. I have to watch Star Wars the same way with the audio descriptor box, but if I'm honest, every time I go, I just ask for the audio descripting box because they'll give it to me. It does limit what theaters we can go to because some theaters don't have them. So I tend to stick to the St. Vital, what is it called? Something...
Silver City?
Silver City? I think it's Silver City.
Yeah, the big theaters have them.
Yeah. I mean...
It's just some of the smaller ones don't.
Some of them, yeah. Which is fine. And sometimes not all the ones with the really fancy chairs have them either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sometimes they don't have them.
Huh.
So,
I would have thought, being all fancy, they'd have that.
You'd think. But apparently not. So, that descriptor box is so handy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't have a visually disabled person in your life. Oh, that's fine. It's a tiny little black box that comes with a clip. It looks like a pager from the 90s.
It does, actually.
It looks like a pager from the 90s. I clip it to my t-shirt. We go in. I plug my headphones in. They give you the super crappy ones if you want, but I have my own headphones I carry with me everywhere. I plug them in, and then between when characters are speaking in the movie, I have a narrator voice talking in my ear describing people's looks, the background scene, fight scenes, what's going on, like roundhouse kick to the head, dodged by. So like I'm getting a play-by-play when I'm in a movie theater, which I super need because I don't see well enough, even on like the 40-foot screen where people's heads are this, like their nostrils are the size of my body in close-ups. I can't see what it is they're giving look-wise, so I need that descriptor, because if it's not a super close-up and they're giving a look and you get the quizzical raised eyebrow, I don't see the raised eyebrow.
Okay.
So I miss those things, so the described audio just gives me that portion of enjoyment back. So I will occasionally be laughing out of turn, because...
Yeah, you laugh enough at those things, like, I kind of want to steal an earbud and I want to know what you're listening to.
You can I will totally loan you an earbud.
You know what? I have a headphone splitter. We can both have headphones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Next time we're at the movies, bring your headphone splitter. We'll plug our headphones in and you can hear what I hear when I go to the movies.
Excellent.
And see how it compares with what you see, because I don't know the difference.
Okay, we can snicker at stuff together. It'll be great.
Yeah. I'm always constantly laughing at a turd, because it's just like, why would you choose that word? Some of the narrators are amazing. Some of them I'm like, oh Lord, somebody paid you for this. That is so sad. It's like audiobooks, it's hit or miss, but when you get a good one, yeah. Like the one for Wonder Woman, that was a good one. Great wordage. I love great wordage. Anyway, I digressed. We started talking about movies. We're supposed to be on something woolly.
We'll get it.
The one I'm always confusing.
We'll segue properly. You were just talking about audiobooks. You had an audiobook that you were mentioning that you were listening to.
Oh, you guys. Sarah J. Maas is a young adult novel writer that I tend to follow and read voraciously. She tends to, I mean, the concepts are coached because they are for young adults, but she covers, none of her heroes are perfect, so there's no shiny,
this person's just magically good at everything.
Yeah, there's no, I will always make the right decision at the right time good guy.
Okay.
All of her characters are very human in their flawed capacities, so they all have things that they just suck at.
Nice.
And
I do appreciate that.
They do, and they have to deal with the fact that they're not good at that. They have to work at those sort of concepts and things. And all of her relationships are complicated and messy. They're like real life relationships.
Oh my goodness.
Friendships, siblings, mother, father, like children, parent relationships, romantic relationships. They're all complicated. They're all coached in fantasy terminology, and they're all sort of kept fairly vague. But I grew attached to the Throne of Glass series.
Okay.
It's her Court of Rose and Thorns I keep wanting you to read or listen to.
Yes.
Because I think you'd really enjoy the trilogy. No, there's more than 3 now. There's 4 now. But the Throne of Glass series deals with an assassin.
Okay.
Who's technically hiding her true identity, which I won't reveal because...
Okay.
Then you get too much of the plot.
Spoilers.
But the latest book in the series came out, and I'm loving it because now we're at the point where like book 7. So like there's a wide cast, this is huge world, I'm invested in all get out the political stuff that's going on because boy do I love me a political fantasy novel. I'm writing one. Boy do I love me a political fantasy novel. Give me all the descriptive stuff with all the words and all the things I'll never remember without a chart.
Ooh, you know it's good when you need a chart.
When you need a chart to chart your people lineage-wise, you got yourself a good book. And a good author if they put that chart in for you, because then you know it's complicated and they needed the chart. Handy, I love it. But
even better when they don't have to include the chart because they wrote it that well, but that is extraordinarily rare.
Oh, yes.
It's better to just have the chart.
Even when you write it that well, it's still good to have the chart, because sometimes the names are fairly similar, because you'll have family names, so they'll repeat.
Oh. And then, you get like royal families where everybody has titles.
Good monarchy. There's titles, repeating names.
I so appreciate when they put in the charts where like this person, their name, their title, their other title, and their like other, and their like nicknames, and like this is so useful.
It's handy. And I mean, it's really handy when you're a historian. So I super appreciate it when novelists do this as well, because I'm like, yes, we do it for a reason. It's necessary. It's so handy. It helps you track political alliances really easy if you read a lot of them. Get stuff confused in your brain. But the latest one, Kingdom of Ash, came out just this month. So I'm currently listening to that because I have them all on Audible. So I've listened to the whole series. So I'm currently listening to the latest one. I want to go to the end right now. If we weren't recording, guys, I'd be listening to it. I'm quite addicted. So I'm super enjoying it.
Nice. And my reading list continues to grow.
Hey, I've almost got all of those books transcribed over into a list to post on the Ravelry pages for the podcast group and the Facebook page for the podcast group, so everybody can go find all of these super bad, cheesy, well-written literature, depending on the month, from a book club I used to be in.
I have lists.
You have lists?
I have lists.
Oh, good. Is this your new journal thing?
This is my new journal. This is my bullet journal that I organize my life with.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I didn't take those pages.
You're going to add a book?
I'm going to, okay, you were telling me just now it's the Throne of Glass
series by Sarah J. Maas.
Throne of Glass.
M-A-A-S.
Series in brackets by Sarah with an H?
Yes.
Sarah, J-M-A-A-S. Okay, what was that other one? It was the...
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Same author.
And that's a series again, right?
Yes, it is. That's the first one in the series. I don't know what the series is called. I think it might actually just be the Court of Thorns and Roses series.
Let's spell it right. Court of Thorns and Roses. Okay. And now I'll remember to link that in the show notes this week.
One of my favorite young adult authors. I mean, she's right up there with Rick Riordan.
Thorns and... Now I have to write his name down.
You got me started talking about books.
Okay, what was his name? Rick?
Riordan. Don't ask me how to spell the last name. I don't know.
Riordan. I'm guessing. I'll look it up later and link it properly in the show notes.
He does mythology rewritings in a young adult setting. So he did the Half-Blood camps, both in Roman and Greek mythology. And he's now working through an Apollo series and an Egyptian god series.
Nice.
My niece loves them. I love them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so definitely young adult writing, but just, again, still quite enjoyable. I like all the concepts that they can sneak in there that don't sound like adult, but really sort of give you good concepts on how to hear, not just listen. How to work through problems, not just go, you're different, I don't like you. Hopefully raising better adults.
Trying to, anyway.
They're going to give it the best they can, and that's all you can do, really.
Cool. I have a sort of book-related thing.
Oh, you have your new journal.
Yeah, this is the...
new one.
So from Habit Nest, they have these series of journals that help you form new habits. So they have one for eating better, for exercising. I have the one for getting up in the morning and being happy about it. Because I haven't mastered that. I have the ability to get up in the morning, but I'm never happy about it.
I love getting up in the morning.
So, and I would like to achieve that. So I have this book it's the Morning Sidekick Journal. Conquer your mornings, conquer your life. Blah, 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 etc., etc. So it's a fancy journal.
Insert cheerful stuff here.
So I'm going to relate this back to work for a second. On Tuesdays at lunch, there's a group of us that get together, we watch a TED Talk, and then we talk about it.
Okay.
So the conversation about the one from a few weeks ago led, I don't remember what it was about, but it led to somebody bringing up these journals and how she just got one for, I don't remember if it was the morning one. I think she got the meditation one. But then I said, oh, that sounded really, she was explaining what they were, and like, because it's not just like a blank journal, it's like, there's like a whole like book in here, and you like fill in stuff, but there's like stuff, and
it gives you prompts?
It gives you prompts, and then like things, and like I haven't read it yet, so this is a terrible stuff and things. I haven't read it yet, so this is a terrible review. I'll do a better review of it next week because I just got this on Friday, so I figured Monday getting up early would be a good time to start.
Yeah. Now, I mean, admittedly, when we fall back an hour because we do daylight savings time in the fall, and my cat tries to wake me up an hour early, not as excited about mornings. Yes. Or if I'm sick, I'm not excited about mornings.
Yeah. So.
But usually I'm pretty excited about mornings. I don't have a problem with them.
So we'll see how this goes. So me and the other lady from work, we're gonna start this week, and we got she got shiny dinosaur stickers and I got shiny robot stickers. So we're gonna award each other with stickers. So we have that positive feedback loop because we're both very motivated by stickers for children.
That's fine.
So it's good. I'm looking forward to this because I get a shiny sticker if I do it.
If anybody wonders why we hand out stickers when we're in public places together, it's because Diana likes stickers.
Stickers are great.
Stickers are delightful.
I'm so motivated by like gold star stickers.
That's fair. Well, I hope you guys both start learning to enjoy mornings, because mornings are a wonderful time of day.
They are. I always appreciate when I actually manage to get up in the morning. It's just like that first 20 minutes of no, I don't want to. And then I get up and I start moving and then it's good and I appreciate that I did it. But it's that first no. Just no. So, here's hoping. I'm motivated by shiny stickers.
Got it.
Alright, that was my wool gathering.
No, I think that's all for me. I don't think I have anything else in there, do I? No.
Nope, I don't think so. Then we're just on to some events.
Well, we really only have the one thing we're running to the end of the year.
Year of the Sock?
Yes, we're almost done.
We're almost done.
I should probably check threads and add to my spreadsheet.
Probably. I've been going through and liking and, well, okay, I'm terrible at commenting, but I've been liking everybody's pictures.
If you guys get a whole bunch from like months past, it's because I finally logged into Ravelry and didn't get distracted by the pattern page.
When does that ever happen?
Like, never.
The only reason I managed to avoid getting distracted by the pattern page is because I just perpetually keep a tab open to the Northern Knits podcast group.
Nope.
That is the only reason. If I had to open up Ravelry from home each time, yeah, no, there's half an hour gone.
And
guaranteed.
Now you know why you guys never see me reply to messages on Ravelry, because I'm always opening a tab.
Anyway, Year of the Sock.
Yep.
Is, the idea was to knit 1 pair of adult socks every month, so that at the end of the year you would have 12 pairs of lovely, lovely socks. Because Jocelyn wanted to learn how to knit socks, and I wanted to try new sock techniques. And so we have done this, even though we have both failed miserably at completing a pair of socks each month. I think I'm on pair number 5 right now.
I'd actually have to go home and count how many pairs I've done. I don't remember.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not been good. We have not done well at our own knit along, but lots of you have, and that's fantastic. So every pair of finished socks gets you an entry into the grand prize at the end of the year, whatever that is, because Jocelyn takes care of prizing.
I do. I really do. I don't have all the prizing in, so I'm not going to start listing things since I don't have it all in yet. Doesn't make sense to do that.
Makes sense. Alright.
I said that you want to donate prizing. Let me know. I will give you guys an address. We can pass on the yarny goodness. Not a problem.
So that's northernknitspodcast@gmail.com, or either of us on Ravelry or direct message on Instagram. We will see it no matter what.
Yeah, I'm the fastest at Instagram and YouTube comments.
Yeah, I will probably get you on Ravelry and the email.
Yeah, that seems to be how that works for a breakdown for us, as far as stuff goes, which works really well.
We were getting so many likes and stuff. We were getting too many likes on Instagram, so I had to disable the notifications because we were getting too many likes.
Such a first world problem.
I know, that's why I said it with that voice. But I turned off all of the Instagram notifications on my phone, so that's why I never reply to anything on Instagram and Jocelyn does.
Because I still get the notifications since I don't find it bothersome.
Yeah. If I get notified by something, I want it to be something that requires a response from me, so like texts and like Facebook Messenger and emails and stuff. So I get, like, when somebody emails the podcast, I get that notification.
You have to remember this is the same friend who I texted and had to wait 4 hours to confirm it was okay to come over at 1 o'clock today.
I was visiting family yesterday. No, I should have said that in Yarn on the Go. I was visiting family yesterday and I did some knitting. Forgot about that.
Other than that, I'm doing the 12 blocks for Xmas blanket.
Right, I gotta remember to link that.
Yeah, well, I've talked about it twice now. So that's been a brand new development for me, so that's going to run for a bit, and then it'll be done before Christmas, because they are the 12 blocks for Xmas right along.
Mm-hmm.
It's, will I be done my blanket then? No. Will I have 12 squares? Yes. But 12 squares does not make a Jocelyn-sized blanket.
They'd have to be distinctly larger squares, I think.
Oh my goodness, yes. And 10 inches by 10 inches is a good square size. So
yep.
I'm super okay with that. So I'll continue working on that. I'm probably going to do square 3 tomorrow because I'm home editing and stuff.
Sounds good.
So we should be okay with that. And I'll see how many more squares I get done. I am still technically in the All in the Family knit along, being hosted by the Cozy Up Knits, even though I'm not currently working in any of the sister shawls. I do have the last 2 patterns and I have the yarn as well. I literally just need to finish the Goldfish Memories shawl, and then I can jump back in on that one.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
My flax sweater that I did not work on this week is my contribution to the Knitmore Girls hashtag Choose Your Own Adventure Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Starting in May, knit a sweater of your choosing, out of yarn of your choosing, and finish it whenever, just when you get it done. They're pretty chill about it, which is my kind of knit along. No deadlines.
It really is.
I do appreciate the knit more along style. It's my speed. What else we got going on?
On the 1st of December, we're both going to participate in Grinchmas.
Yeah! No knitting of Christmas presents starting December 1st. No knitting of Christmas presents for this Christmas. You can knit next year's Christmas presents. You can knit other Christmassy things as long as they are not presents. Well, unless maybe it's a present for yourself.
Most of my knitting is a present for myself, so yeah. It brings me joy. The idea is to not super stress deadline Christmas knitting and be doing it like on the 23rd and not enjoying the holidays, but to stop and enjoy the holidays.
Yep.
So I've done it for a couple of years and I love it.
I'm succeeding this year by simply not knitting presents, except if I maybe finish that other sock. But if I don't finish that other sock, then it's just not happening, and that's fine. So I will participate properly this year. I keep doing better by a week each year. So last year I was only a week out, and so this year I might actually do it.
Yeah, no, that sounds
by
good.
simply not knitting any Christmas presents, because that is okay.
Well, the only really sort of super close Christmas deadline you have is our gift exchange for the knitting club in December.
Also not knitting for that. I'm making a knitting adjacent thing.
Yes, you are. So you're good.
I'm good. Got this knitting thing sorted out. Just don't do it.
Well, you don't like deadlines, so I'm not sure why you would knit for Christmas, because you don't like deadlines.
Yeah, I need to start my Christmas knitting in like January.
But in January, I know you will put it off.
Doesn't everybody?
No.
Okay, most people.
Okay. I'm pretty much done my Christmas stuff by July.
Yeah, I think that's when most people start thinking about it.
Well, I find stuff throughout the year and I just sort of pick it up because it's like the perfect fit. And I just hang on to it for a while.
I'm just very selfish with my knitting time because I just don't have that much of it.
Oh, I don't really knit for other people. I just knit for myself. And my mom. But it's not even so much that I knit or crochet for my mother, more like she likes the stuff that I make and takes it home, so then I have to make another one.
Yeah.
And I can't tell my mommy no.
This is true.
Hey, we talk a lot. Some weeks it's only like 2 or 3 times. We've talked every single day on the phone for the last 7 days.
Oof.
What do we have to talk about for an hour every day? Nothing. No, there's nothing that important in our lives. We really aren't that fast-moving people. But every day for an hour minimum, we've been talking on the phone. Today was about spreadsheeting her Christmas. Sure.
Yeah. Spreadsheets and Christmas.
So
I was adding to my Christmas spreadsheet today.
Shared her my Google Doc that has my I've spreadsheeted Christmas, folks.
I started doing that a couple years ago after the Yarn Harlot, there we go. After the Yarn Harlot was doing, she's been talking about her spreadsheeted Christmas for a few years, and so she had a really in-depth post about it a couple years ago, and I decided I was going to try it, and yeah, it's a good system. So yeah.
Well, yeah,
I have a fancy spreadsheet that has like due dates, and it'll color the rows different colors as the due dates approach. So when I'm a few days out from a thing that I haven't checked off yet, it'll color itself yellow for me.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm a programmer. I couldn't just, have a boring spreadsheet. I had to put in formulas.
I have a boring spreadsheet. But it does allow me to track what I have and what I don't have, so if I'm out shopping for things, I can very quickly check a list and see if it's something on my to-replace list or on my wish list to purchase, and then I can change lists on the fly because it's in a Google spreadsheet for me.
Yeah.
So if my mom asks me and I'm out and about, hey, do you want one of these? I can check and go, yes, actually, I need one of those that's on my list to replace this year.
Yeah, I have a similar thing going on.
It helps. Tells me what I have. When it goes out, let's be honest, Christmas decorations will start going out this week.
Yeah, I'm not putting up Christmas. My mom's birthday is December 12th, and she always hated being that close to Christmas, so Christmas decorations in my family never go up before my mom's birthday.
My best friend in the whole world's birthday is the 22nd of December.
Well...
He gets 2 separate presents. Because I get 2 separate presents.
Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, it's just my mom's thing, so it became tradition in the family. The Christmas decorations never go up before the 12th of December. It's just how it goes.
My mom's theory always was if you do it early enough before you get busy doing other nonsense, then it's not stressful. She's right. If I putter through it, putting it up in November, then I've got time to do all the other things that I like to go do.
We also don't really decorate in this tiny little apartment. We throw up a string of lights on the bookcase and put out the tree, and that's about it.
Oh,
put out some seasonal dish towels, and
yeah, I think I do more decorating than you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
We just put up a tiny little tree. It's like an evening.
I think it works.
Yeah.
I have to replace my Christmas tree this year. I have a fake one.
Yep.
Goes up every year. Took a snot kicking, so last year with a kitten.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
So this year I needs a new one. It's on my to-buy list. Yeah. But I think that's it for events and for us. Until we get to January 1st. keep your eyes peeled, because while we will record the 1st of December, if you follow us on Facebook or in the Ravelry group, you will get the written information on the 1st of December, even though the podcast will go up the following, like, Wednesday the 3rd, 4th.
Sure, I don't know what days of the week the first week of December land on.
Well, Sunday's December the 1st. We're recording Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so December the 4th.
Okay.
The podcast will arrive. But if you're following our group chats or anywhere else, I will have the information written out and linked for the 1st of December.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll go in and put the post date thing so it auto posts for me and have that all done. Oh man, I gotta find photos. We have a designer. I have the rules typed up. I have all the exceptions to the rules typed up. I need to English it because right now it's in Jocelyn.
That's a whole other language?
I don't believe in commas.
Okay.
I've discovered this about myself.
Alright.
I know they're useful somehow. Well, it's 'cause you're supposed to write as though you were talking for a full sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people forget is that I can get a lot of words out within one breath. So my idea of a sentence is like double the length of most people's.
Fair enough.
And I rarely stop for breath, so it doesn't occur to me to put commas in places.
These are all very true statements.
So I need to go through and shorten the sentence structure a little, because right now we're full on Jocelyn ramble, which, while delightful, if you've never heard me speak, can be hard to decipher.
Maybe a little bit shorter sentences for giving instructions.
Yes, yeah. So, but I also want them to be clear and concise so that we don't have any confusion on anything. So everybody can get excited and get ready on the 1st of January. We can just give her.
Yeah.
So, super pumped. Gotta order some yarn. When don't I have to order yarn?
But I think that is everything then.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Sweet. Well then you can check out the description box below for links to this week's show notes, our Patreon, our Instagram, our Ravelry, and I think there's something else down there. I don't know. And yeah, northernknitspodcast.com. If you're listening to us on audio, you can find all our show notes and again all those links there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Otherwise, I'll say until next week, I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you,
don't forget to knit.